Hi, it's Patrick Brewer here from the Model FA. Today I'm joined by Aaron Hattenbach. Aaron is a financial advisor in San Francisco, a CFP, certified fantastic person. Hasn't quite passed the CFP exam yet, but I think he's going to get it in the next couple months. And we want to talk about something really important, especially if you're an advisor that's part of a large firm, Morgan Stanley, Merrill Lynch. I'm not going to name names clearly. But if you are part of a large firm and you're curious if you should sell all of the different products and services that the firm has to offer to your clients, lending, financial products, etc., or if maybe you should just try and keep that relationship to one business line. So I asked that question to Aaron. Aaron, what are your thoughts on selling the enterprise, so to speak, as a financial advisor to your clients?
One of my favorite questions, Pat. So, I feel like this plays to different advisor strengths. Right? So some advisors are super entrepreneurial, and I see them eventually leaving the wirehouse, let's call it the Walmart model, of being able to obtain every item and service and product you need in one big box store. Other advisors love that structure, and they love being able to sell the enterprise and say, well, I've got an insurance professional in-house that can determine how much disability you need, what type of policy is going to work best for you. And really, as a financial planner in that model, or in the independent model, you're trying to identify your client's needs, and you're trying to outline their risk, right? So many clients don't think they need insurance, but you need to explain to them that if they have a mortgage, or if they have a child, sorry, not a client, but a child, then they need to cover the first 18 years of that child's life and subsequently college. So I think, I would not want to say that the wirehouse model isn't for everyone, but it is specifically for someone who feels very confident in the overall enterprise and says, well, I've got a great professional that's going to cover insurance, a great professional that's going to cover trust and estate planning, and basically knocking off all the areas of financial planning.
Okay, so you're basically, as an advisor that's part of one of these big firms, you're setting up conversations with people internally within the firm. Therefore, the firm captures all the money from providing different services and products to each client.
Essentially, that's the model. Okay. And what I felt, at least when I was in that model, was some of the specialists weren't in fact specialists. They were salaried employees. They weren't emotionally invested. And I know as a business owner, I'm a way better advisor because I really care about my end client. That allows me to dig deeper with our conversations and actually be curious. I think the key word that I use in being a good advisor, one being having good rapport with your clients, but the other being curious. And so what we're doing is essentially project managing our clients' lives and prospective clients' process to become a client. And so to effectively do that, we need to identify pain points. But that requires getting them to trust us, asking good, provocative questions, and ultimately collecting that data and synthesizing it and coming back with, here's a solution for you.
What's your advice to someone who's in the enterprise model right now? They're feeling a little apprehensive about selling everything to all their clients because they maybe have felt that intuitionally that the people that they're making introductions to aren't experts. They don't care about the client as much. What's your advice to that advisor if he's sitting there right now listening?
So just like anything in life, you're planning a roadmap for your own career too. And so what type of business do you want to build in 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Now, if that's a business that relies on the enterprise for the good and the bad, the good meaning all the resources that company does have, the training, support staff, and whatnot, right? But also the headline risk that comes with working with one of those big institutions that you may have no sort of control over, right?
That's interesting.
So what I like to work with what I know, and I know myself. I've always distrusted big institutions. And so I could never really buy into that program. There are certainly people out there that are on the other side where they say, I trust big institutions, I want to strictly work with big institutions. I think it was emblematic that when I selected my own professionals in my own life, I was going with boutique, independent, irrespective of the company name. I want to develop a relationship with that person and not necessarily say, well, I'm working with you because you're at XYZ firm.
Got it. So what I'm hearing is if you're an advisor, part of one of these enterprise firms, you need to first figure out what do you want to build? Are you comfortable with the current structures and the systems and the incentives, or with the big companies? If you are, maybe stay. If you want more of a boutique independent feel where you have more control, you can build more of a trusted relationship with your client, control the process so they get better outcomes, maybe not sell the enterprise and start to think about independence.
Perfectly said. I can't say it better myself.
Aaron, loved having you on. You're a certified fantastic person.
And you
Talk
are
again
a
soon, my friend.
CFA and a CPA and
All
a
right.
future CFP.
If you want to listen to more of these conversations with guys like Aaron, feel free to tune in to www.modelfa.com. We've got tons of blogs, podcasts, videos with people that are even cooler and smarter than us, so check it out.